Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Matova and I've got another Highfleet tutorial video for you here, and this one is how to intercept. So I'm just going to go through some things like calculating distance, speed, time, how it works, how you can successfully send something to intercept along a certain point, how to work out your missile ranges so you know what time to send them and where your target will be. On screen now, I've just put the missile ranges for all the different types of missiles you can have in the Highfleet. I got this information from a Game Pretty article. I'm sure you can find this information out in game, but I've just used that one ever since, so I thought I'd put it into a little picture just so you can reference it if you need to. So for our first example, let's say we've got a transport here. We've got this intel from this station here. And we know its speed, 142, and we also know its destination. It's going to here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ruler tool, try and select the center of the transport, and drag it down to here. Okay, and I'm round about, let's have a look. Uh, 1271 kilometers. Okay, so let's put that down. Speed equals 142. Distance equals 1271. Okay, so to work out the time, we do distance divided by speed. So that's effectively 1271 divided by 142. Use my calculator to work this out, and I get 8.9. So that's around about 9 hours it's going to take to get to there. Now in this scenario, I can't do it. This was just for tutorial purposes. But what you can effectively do is, if you've got something fast, like a lightning, I know now that I've got enough time to intercept this, because it only takes the lightning 3 hours to get here. Okay, so I could definitely intercept this somewhere along that line if I wanted to. So there's just a little example of how you can plot an intercept. So if you get something that's behind you or to the sides and you're not sure whether you could make it, you can use this little technique to find out if you could make it or not. And with the lightning, providing I had the fuel, I could put a skylark with it if I had one, and intercept this, take it back to, if I had a friendly city somewhere, I could just drop it off there, get the money, and then rendezvous back with my fleet. So let's look at this second example. So let's say I really do want my lightning to intercept this, okay? And it takes 1.5 hours to get to around this mark. Now, I don't know whether the transport's going to be there or not, so I need to work this out. Okay, I want to know where that transport's going to be in 1.5 hours. I could extend it a little bit to 2 hours, but let's just do this. I want to see where that transport's going to be in 1.5 hours. So let's do the math. We know the speed of the transport, and we know the time. So all we've got to do then is do our speed. So distance equals speed times time. Let's just do it like that. Okay. So speed 142 times 1.5. And 1.5 is 90 minutes, but if we do 1.5, it'll work out okay. So that comes to 213. So that's how many kilometers it's going to travel at the current speed. So let's look. 213 kilometers puts it there. Around there, if I can get in close enough. Also one along the bearing, there we go. Oh. Let's have a look, see if this is viable for my lightning to do. 1.5 hours. Yep, so I know it's viable to intercept this. Now, just for testing purposes, I'm going to actually do this. I'm not going to do the fight or anything. But let's just see if it actually catches up.
Attention, visual contact.
And there we go. Now it's reported my position. Fortunately, it's just reported the position of the lightning. So it doesn't really matter because I'll be out of here by the time I get it. But as you can see, that's where the intercept point was. We successfully calculated where it would be using some simple maths. Okay, so I've just had a report. And this was the message in something 35 degrees 12. Now I'm looking down here. If I put my cursor over there, I can see it's around there. So I'm going to take it as that's where it's coming from. Moving west-southwest, ETA in something, going at speed 90. So west-southwest, I can kind of assume it's going this direction. And I want to fire a missile at it. Okay? So the report was 1 second ago. So I'm going to try and get a missile over here somewhere. So I'll show you how to do that. Now the first thing I need to do is calculate the missile speed and the distance. So it looks like this could be a transport. Well, it could be anything really, but it's moving slow, so that's good. Let's just calculate the distance to a point where I want the missile to hit. So let's give it a little bit of a lead. And let's say here. So 1241. So I've got my distance for the missile. 1241. If you look in the description and if you look on the screen, I'll put the chart for missile speeds. So I know this missile I'm going to use, the KH-15, its speed is 900. Okay. So now I'm just going to do some maths. If I want to find the time it'll take, then I do distance divided by speed. So 1241 divided by 900 equals 1.37 hours. So let's just say 1.4 hours it's going to take for my missile to get here. Now it's no good launching now because, you know, the whatever's moving might not be there in time. So I need to calculate what time this contact is going to be there. So let's say it starts here. And let's draw a mark to the intercept point. And that's 470. So distance for the transport is 470. I know the speed of the transport from this intel is 90. So now I'm going to do the same again. To find the time, I do distance, 470, divided by 90, 5.2. Okay. So if I do now 5.2 take away 1.4, I need to launch my missile in 3.8 hours time. Okay, so I'm going to look up here, and 3.8 is round about 3 hours 48 minutes. Okay, so let's just say 3 hours 50 minutes. So let's do 1 hour. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's launch. So due to activation times, I'm going to put it about there. Let's see what happens. It's active. And it looks like it was a strike group and it's intercepted it. Okay, so that was a little bit... It must have changed course, but thankfully the calculation was close enough that it has hit. I mean... I am going to send out a couple along this route just to see if there's anything else. Let's just have a peek. So it looks like that message was actually a strike group. And I just want to check. Okay, full disclosure, at this point in the video, I actually stopped being in tutorial mode and was genuinely confused why that strike group wasn't showing up on my E-Link, even though it was within 1,500 kilometers. So I was a little bit confused there. I'm still not sure. If you've got any ideas, put them in the description. There's one for the pros to solve for me. So I figured I'd end it on this screen just as a reminder to take this if you need it, so you can get a screen grab of this. Yep, that's it for intercepts. If you've got any questions how to do any more types of intercepts, let me know and I'm sure we can have a discussion in the comments. Please like and subscribe. It's been great to have all your comments so far. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot.